Hello everyone, Equipment Warrior, and welcome to my build guide for my Facebreaker Duelist. I did this character before the update. I was just done with my build guide for it and my character just before the update. And after the update, this character is even more powerful than it was before. And as you can see on the clip right here, when I just decimating everything. And it's not a really expensive build either, so it's pretty affordable for most people, and you can do this without a 5-link normal. I will come to that later. But anyway, let's go to the passive skill tree. Starting as a duelist. This time I went for the physical attack damage instead of attack speed. But you can go for the speed. I did that before in my other build guide, and it works really well as well. Yes, I just wanted to try the physical damage instead and see how that will work. So I went get all the life here. Went down for Master of the Arena, Bravery, and Art of the Gladiator. I also have mana flows because this is a mana based build. And I may actually get a little bit more mana than I have right now. I get Defiance, the damage note with shield, Rivality. I have Golem's Blood. Went down for Retaliation, and this time I took the defensive aspect of the shield tree. So I have more block chance than I had before, and they're also buffed. All these nodes here, they have 1 point each more each than they had before. So they have been buffed. Then I went for the Marauder area. When you are here, you can go for the life, just get the constitution. Or if you want to take it the whole life wheel before going any further, that's just up to you. I have Berserking. Went for Warrior's Blood and Heart of a Warrior and Born to Fight. After I took Born to Fight, I took the shield notes here. You can take this one earlier if you are low in resistance. But I went for the barbarism and the way to resolute technique. You can't crit when you're using the Facebreaker, so resolute technique is pretty much mandatory for a Facebreaker build. I have Lust for Carnage. There are some other things I can do instead. I can drop Lust for Carnage and this Strange here and just get this armor note here instead. If I want to get some else, because I will come to that later actually. And after I took Resolute Technique, I went for Unyielding actually, so I can get some more life and reduce my mana cost on my skills. I went for Century and Retribution and Amplify, and both of the area of effect nodes here. Before I only take this one, but now I take this area of effect node as well, so I can get some more, hit some more enemies. I took Rightnesses as well to reduce my mana, even reduces the mana cost even more and increases my mana. And after that I took pretty much defensive. I took combat stamina, the big life wheel here as I said before. But I have some thinkings about dropping Loss for Carnage and these 4 nodes here. Grab these nodes to here and get Mana Leech instead. And I will come to that now. And, so I'm gonna show my gear now. Press the wrong button there. Actually, I'm gonna show my gear first. I'm using Abysses, which give me a flat increased physical damage. It's really powerful. But I take more physical damage when I have this one. But I don't really care because it's usually not a problem. Because I have a really good life pool and I have actually more armor now than I had before. And this is, Abysses doesn't look like this because I'm using, this is a transmog. I have just transmogged this helmet because I really think it looks nice. And actually I'm gonna go over my armor now. I only have a rare armor. And this is also transmogged armor. The only thing this armor is just good. It have really good defensive, and that's the main point of it. It is a 5-link, but you can actually use this build as we're only using a 4-linked armor. so you don't have to have a 4 linked. Your damage will be a little bit lower, but you will still wreck most of things. I did level 78 maps. This was before the update. I did level 78 maps and with only a 4 linked armor, and I just wrecked everything. So it will still be really powerful. And the star of the build, you must have Facebreaker, because it is a Facebreaker build, so you can't do this build without this. But I don't think I even need to say that. All my rings have flat physical mods. Add physical damage. Try to get it on both your rings and your amulets, because every small piece of flat physical damage you get is really good for the build. It increases your damage immensely. I have this belt here. This belt is pretty much also the best, I want to say mandatory as well. It gives good amount of defense. It's bad on resistance, but you don't really need it. I'm using these boots here. They have very good movement speed and good life roll and good cold resist roll. The fire resist roll is meh. They also have a pretty good armor roll as well. It's not the best boot, but they are not terrible. They're actually quite good. And finally, this is, if you ask me, the best shield you can have in this build. It gives you a flat physical damage roll, it gives you attack speed, it gives you life, and it gives you a chance to block spells. So it's a very powerful shield for this build. So it's a really good shield. And now for my game setups, I can start with my my Cyclone setup, which are Cyclone, supported by melee physical damage, a life gain and hit, melee leech, mana leech, and added fire damage. I really want to drop mana leech, so that's the reason I said before in the skill tree. I have some plans to actually drop Lost for Carnage and all this for here to get the mana leech here and eventually take Essence Sup. I need to take 2 points to get it, but if I can drop my mana leech, my damage, I have a faster attack here, level 19. With mana leech, I have 23k damage, and with fast attacks I have 29k damage. So it gives me a huge amount of damage if I can have that one, but I will see that later. And my other setups, it is my aura setup, which actually not a setup, it is just a Howl of Ash with Hatred. I can, if I want, place increased burning damage here, because Howl of Ash, when I'm killing enemies and it ignites other enemies, that do a ton of damage. So I'm actually thinking about using Howl of Ash together with increased burning damage, but I will see with that. My constant damage taken setup, it is constant damage taken a level 2, which are supported by an Immortal Call, Wallows Mark, and Molten Shell. I can't use Enduring Cry anymore because it is a war cry and it's not a spell anymore, so it can't be cast by things like cast with damage taken. I actually have a setup for Vengeance and Reckoning, and they are both supported by melee physical damage and increased area of effect, because both of them are AoE, so they will be much bigger area. But you can use other things. You can use like what's the name for that now? Concentrated effect it was, to increase the damage, all of that. But I'm not really sure how that will work, but I like to have increased AoE. And that's pretty much my setup and pretty much my build. I hope you guys like this build, and please tell me in the comments what you think about that. And yeah, this build has been really fun to play, and it's really more powerful now than it was before the update. I have not tried yet against level 80 maps, because I don't have any 80 maps. But when I do, I will upload a video when I'm trying that out. But anyway, I hope you guys like this build, and please tell me in the comments what you think about it, as I said before, because I love reading your comments. And thanks for watching everyone, and see you guys next time.